City. KUAW.org is where you can find us online, and KUAW LPFM 985 if you search us as well. Email us your comments and questions at KUAW985@gmail.com. Like us on Facebook at KUAW-LPFM985. Also follow us on Instagram at KUAW_radio. You are tuning into the Cascade Media Hour, brought to you every Monday at 6 p.m. If you have any questions or comments, you can call in at 816-599-6893. The Cascade Media Hour is brought to you in partnership with the Black Family Technology Awareness Association. It's also brought to you with the Kansas City Business Association, located at 1601 East 18th Street, Suite 200 L. Make sure you like us on Facebook by searching our What's Up Kansas City page and Cascade Sports page. On the whatsupkansascity.net website, we have footage from our radio show last week where we talked about Colin Kaepernick, and we also have interviews from citizens about the election. We also have interviews from Grandview High School students on CascadeSports.tv. The sports version of Coach's Corner on a radio show will be back. The coach will be back on October 17th. And our topic today is the Kansas City Urban Cooperative. Why don't you introduce yourself, sir?
Hello, everybody. My name is Darian Davis. I'm on the steering committee of the Kansas City Urban Farmers Co-op.
Who else is on that committee, as I know it's comprised of several people?
Oh, man, I wish I had the list of names in front of me. Some of the people that's been from the start is Dre Taylor. You might know him from his project, Nile Valley Aquaponics Project, 100,000 pound food project. We also have Amin Raphael.
Yeah, he's with KUAW as well. He's
Right.
4:30 on Wednesdays, right?
Tuesdays,
4:30.
Right. So hopefully he'll be calling in here soon.
Now tell us, how did you guys get together to form the cooperative?
A little background how I got involved. I'm the general contractor for Dre Taylor's Nile Valley Aquaponics project. And so being a part of that project, we saw the potential in what we were doing, and we asked ourselves the question, how can we do this on a larger scale and get the community involved? So a group of us sat down and started planning on trying to form a farmers co-op to where the community could own the land and own the food and own the business, and we could all mutually benefit from it.
So that's the same, your website is kcufc.com, correct?
Yep.
And you guys basically break down the benefits of urban farming. You said meet a need for fresh food in the urban core, build wealth, increase self-reliance, pull limited financial resources, reduce relevance on global agribusiness, create local jobs, build community pride, reduce food-related illnesses, pass farming knowledge to the next generation, and networking opportunities for local businesses. And when I initially met you, we met out and about actually. I already knew Lamine, and you were just talking about basically you guys are also doing this to bring the community together. I did a little research on co-ops and in the history of co-ops. In early human societies, people learned to cooperate and work together to increase their success in hunting, fishing, gathering foods, building shelter, and meeting other individuals. Oh, we have a call in. I'm sure that is Lamine.
yeah, it's KUAW.
Caller, are you there?
Oh, right, let's see.
Caller, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
I can barely hear you. Can you talk up a little more?
Yes. What the how is that? Is that better?
Yes, that's better. Why don't you tell us who you are, caller, and where you're calling from?
Yes, this is me, William, the Kansas City Urban Farm Co-op.
Yes, we were just talking about you. I just broke down everything on the website and was going into the history of co-ops in the world, not just the United States. So tell us your position with the co-op.
Well, I'm involved in the steering committee of the co-op. It's a group of individuals who decided to come together to serve citizens here in Kansas City. We decided to come together and try to make create wealth in our communities and create economic opportunities. We kind of think the only way of making money in our communities is getting a job. There's several other models for creation in the co-op. Something that we sat down and came together and said, yeah, this is a model that has been applied in the
Right.
can apply here in the United States.
Yeah, that's why I was just breaking down the history of co-ops throughout the world, and then you called in. So I wanted to tap into why exactly that specific location. Are you there? Either one of you can answer this.
Right now, we're looking at a location right off of 45th and Prospect. We thought that'd be a prime location to have the base of our co-op. Everybody knows the notoriousness of Prospect, and we wanted it to be for the people and to be in a place to where it's accessible and it's being able to be seen in the community.
I didn't know if it was also connected to food deserts, because I know this is something that can definitely be good for people who are in places who it's considered to be a food desert. Are you familiar?
That has something to do with its location, but again, I think accessibility is very important. So, I mean, there are new grocery stores that are opening up in areas that historically have been underserved, specifically access to produce and to recipes as opposed to just rotten meat that a lot of the grocery stores have. But then again, accessibility is important. So, whether we have fresh fruit and vegetables, some of these grocery stores that are opening up here in the quote-unquote food desert, can our community members, your brothers and sisters go in these stores and afford the food that's being found inside? So not only are we trying to give them something that's close to them, we want them to have the economic means to be able to walk in, just like they can go to a corner store and buy some hot chips. They can come into the co-op and they can purchase fresh produce and fresh fruit.
I know generally they say food deserts are connected with people who have high levels of obesity, diabetes, and cardiovascular diseases. Are you familiar with that?
Yeah, as you know, right here in the black community in America, we lead in hypertension, we lead in heart diseases, we lead in diabetes. We're dying from cancer at a rate that's unprecedented amongst other groups. All these things are directly related to our diets. All these things are something we can control and do something about.
Lamine, you have anything to add to that?
Yeah, I think that what Aaron said is very much linked, and the conversation goes around, kind of pitter pass around the fact, but the direct correlation. In fact, Aaron can see stories. I have stories too. We know families that, and many our listeners understand that the corner store is a convenience store and the grocery store. So, what item in the corner store would you consider a food that's healthy? So these are the places, Dollar General included, most of our families in our neighborhood, because they don't know what support about that are trying to bring them to over that, that's arguable. They just simply, then they don't exist in the school, they don't exist in the area. So we see that this is the direct relation to the health of our community. And even when we talk about education, it's going to have an effect on that.
Okay. So what are some of the things someone would do to be involved in this cooperative?
Right now, we have a website up, www.kcufc.com. It has a little bit more information, frequently asked questions list. We are taking memberships, and you can go to the website and sign on up, and then you'll be also informed, or you can sign up for our newsletter, and we'll shoot out information of when we're meeting, and different meetings where we can come and get down to the specifics about how people can help.
Do more research about what is a food desert. If you go by the definition, this is an urban area in which it is difficult to buy affordable or good quality fresh food. Also went further into researching cities throughout the United States. There's 9 cities that come up when you do a search as places that have this major issue. New Orleans, Chicago, Atlanta, Memphis, Minneapolis, San Francisco, Detroit, New York, Camden, New Jersey. So I know here in Kansas City, some of the areas that you guys are specifically being involved in, they are considered to be food deserts. Did you guys have any information or know anything about the importance of this or the importance of this information nationally?
Well, for one thing, you have one definition of a food desert, but the international definition is a place that lacks the resources of water.
Okay.
And so, as long as we got water, we don't really have there's no reason we should have a food desert here. We can grow our own food, and that's what we're trying to get back down to is that. Look, y'all, let's produce. When we go back, I'm gonna backtrack just a little bit. When you look at what's going on right now, you get a lot of people, especially this younger generation, they're saying, "What can we do?" And it keeps on going back to economics, and they saying, "Well, we can boycott this and we can boycott that, and we can spend money with each other, but we don't produce nothing." So this is solving that problem. Well, everybody got to eat.
That's true.
So buy your food from us.
Lemaine, you still there?
Yes, ma'am. I believe that's correct. Some of the frustration in the black community stems from the lack of economics. More money to solve all the problems. We have money's not the solution for everything. We have to understand that economics are going to be the root of changing a lot of the ills in our community. Specifically, we can work together and use economics as a tool.
Yeah, I know that's something that you guys.
Economic development.
That's something that you guys stated on the website talking about building wealth.
Right.
So how would this build wealth for other people per se?
And so all our members will actually be owners of the co-op. So they'll be, whether they work, they'll be member workers, or they'll just be, say, shareholders in it. And so when, in fact, we do make a profit, we'll be doing profit sharing. And so we'll be actually putting the money back out to our members.
Okay. You guys also had some issues in which the project was put on hold. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
That was actually Dre's project, which is not really connected with this co-op, even though he's part of the steering committee of this new idea. We don't really have no relations to that, but just to give you a brief overview, Dre did get a recent victory lately. And
Yeah, I
so,
seen that article drop
right.
Today, actually. On
Right,
the
and
KC
so
Star.
whatever dispute it was, it's been settled at a court. We're back in there, and we're going to start building here within a week.
I mean, do you have anything to add to that?
No, I think you said very well. Yes, that was my focus.
Okay. And then some other things that you guys said, pool limited financial resources, and then that goes to everybody purchasing through the co-op, and create local jobs. Like, what job opportunities are going to be available to people connected to the
That's a
co-op?
great question, and the answer is this. When you have farms, you have to have individuals doing some of the work, some of the labor, not only tending to the actual land, the harvesting. We have different projects in plan, and we also have models that we've been basing off of community gardens. So employ people from the community to help do some of the work. We can't depend on our members. Most of our members have jobs. They can't say, hey, I'm going to take $6 my day and go pull out some sweet potatoes.
Right. That's true.
So that's why we plan to employ not only agricultural workers, but we also need administrative people as well, accountants,
Oh, okay.
and other people to do some of the office work as well.
We're also going to be building, so we're going to have our own contractors that'll be, like I say, everybody's going to be working for the co-op, but is also going to be a member too. So we're going to be building technologically advanced hydroponic greenhouses. We're not just going to get a plot of land like you see at a community garden. We're going to be doing high tech. We're going to be farming hundreds and hundreds of thousands of fish right in the middle of the hood. We're going to be doing.
What is the upkeep for that? as far as like what,
Minimum. We have a fully self-sustainable, or almost all the way fully self-sustainable system to where the waste from the fish are actually used as a natural fertilizer to feed all of our vegetables and our produce.
Oh,
And so
okay.
we don't have to add any food or fertilizer to our plants. They're just organically fed from the waste of the fish. And we take it even a step further and breed an insect called black soldier fly larva. And that larva is then fed to the fish. And so we don't even have to water our plants because all the water does is just circulate. We add a little bit of water for evaporation and you know. So you talk about self-sustainable, you can't get no better than this.
by using vehicles like the Coop.
Yeah, we always talk about group economics, and now this is a practical way to practice group
are you
economics.
guys know who Claude Anderson is?
Oh yeah, that's my man right there. That's my man. I'm reading Powernomics. Well, I ain't reading it, but and actually out
Yeah,
of
Claude
all,
Anderson talks about that a lot.
he had six, I want to say a half a dozen different examples of industry businesses that we should do, and hydroponic urban farming was one of them. And he actually had a fish farm up north. And so this is right in line with his principles. So just imagine this. You go into your favorite black restaurant, and before you walk in, you see the KC Urban Farmers Co-op, and our badge is right outside that window. And so
That's
you
what I mean
already,
that you guys gave.
exactly. So you
Have
already know,
affiliation with that.
exactly. So that means that they're a member, and you're a member too. And so you're going to want to patronize that black business because it's going to increase the value in your shares and your ownership of the co-op that you have ownership in. And that business is going to want to buy from the co-op because it's going to make more and more people come there. So this is just an easy example on how we can all work together.
What do you feel is some of the things that we have issues with as far as a community, as far as working together?
Money. We get real, especially in our quote-unquote conscious circles, we get real touchy when we start talking about money. Everybody got a good idea, everybody got a good plan, but when it's time to dig in your pocket and put your money in the pot, we come short. And that is the number one way that our quote-unquote enemy has kept us depressed, because we can't seem to figure out how to put our money together to benefit our community unless it's putting money in the church.
Yeah, a lot of people talk about, of course, the civil rights movement was started in the church, and then with all the things that's going on right now, it's like, why is the church not moving on some of this? And they are really, the black church is the money power in the black community. They have the most money within their congregations, but it's like, what are they doing with that money to put it back into the community?
What are they doing? Yeah, so this is and just to take it real deep on the white supremacy tip, when you look at what how to affect change, history shows us that bloodshed and the loss of blood or the loss of money is the only thing that changes things. And so since we're not ready to go to no bloodshed, we have to get the money. We have to start we have to build an industry like Claude Anderson says. It's not just about building black businesses. We need an industry. And so when I talk about that 99%, we have a huge opportunity to take over a local industry and build vertical businesses. Businesses that all cooperate and buy and sell to each other. Right now, there's hardly no black business owners I know that from buying to selling can keep their money in their community.
Right, that's why I was saying, like,
right.
Let's get into that part of the conversation of cooperating, like us all cooperating amongst each other in our community. That, to me, seems like the main issue. And I mean, I applaud what you all are trying to do, and definitely are, bored with it, but it's just the matter of, cooperating
Right.
together, coming together. Like, what are some things that we can do with this issue? Lamine, are you still there?
Yes, I am. I do have to, just so you know, I am commuting. Again, this is the testament to volunteer work. Look after our girls now. We're extremely busy individuals. We're just brothers and sisters. We're trying to do what we can to help the community. But at the end of the day, we give a lot of our time to make sure that
That's true.
Found that vacuum, found that need, and we're trying to fill that need in that one area. You know, maybe somebody wants to make a bus company, maybe a road that's out there on San their own tax system. But we can fill these gaps because we've done it.
Right. And males to men, let's talk about that a little bit. About wrapping up. You want to tell us about that organization?
Yeah, I was going to be there if I wasn't here today with my sons. That's why Dre Taylor's not here, because he's the founder of Males to Men, and it's a mentoring group for young men, building responsible, accountable young men, and that's linked directly into what we're trying to build. The culture that this co-op is trying to exude is a culture of family, is a culture of village building. And so all of our members, not only are we going to be feeding each other, but we're going to be loving on each other. We're going to be taking care of each other's kids. We want this thing to turn into a real estate co-op. We want this to turn into where we can build our own schools and educate our own children. So this is just a stepping stone. We say, well, let's just work with the basic needs. If we can get the basic needs of our people and capitalize on that and get a monopoly, wow, that would be amazing. Black folks a monopoly? I mean, we trying to do a whole nother black Wall Street. Okay, I ain't seen a black community since they both burnt down Tulsa in 1921. Right now, we don't have community. We have neighborhoods. A community is where that liquor store is owned by us. Okay, whatever businesses, every business is owned by us, and that money is staying in the community. Right now, all the money goes out the community. You know, black people hold on to money for a couple hours and it's out the community.
I actually looked that up one time. The black dollar, the time frame on it is about 6 hours.
And what is the Jews? How long do they keep it? About
it was-
30 days or something?
It was a while. But,
You know, so we have to,
I do. Yeah.
you know, so we have to find, and another way, when you talk about generational wealth, another benefit of becoming a member is we're going to be doing group insurance policies. And so
Okay,
if
tell
one
us
of,
about the
so if one of
insurance
our
policy.
members passes, half of that we're going to cover them with insurance, and half of that is going to come back to the co-op, half of that is going to go back to the family. And that is a
So this is
foundation of
Is
generational
this going to
wealth.
be a benefit for,
Being
like,
a
if you
member.
join the co-op, you also
Right.
get the benefits of the
Right.
life insurance, or is this going to be something that they purchase separate? than
Nope,
the
it's
fees?
just gonna come automatic how we got it set up right now. Like you say, this thing is not
Still
even
building,
4
right.
months old, and so we're still working out the particulars. But that's what we've been planning on doing, because it's a lot of times it's hard for individuals, especially if they have pre-existing conditions, to
Right,
get
to get
insured.
insurance.
And
That's
so
true.
we're gonna get a group of policy, and a percentage of everybody's, monies and shares what they invest is gonna go towards that, and we're gonna start building generational wealth. And along with that, all your shares are fully transferable, so we can
Right.
keep the next generation and the next generation keep the wealth within us, within this community.
Lavina, are you still there? You got to go.
Nah, I'm still here. Yeah, I think exactly what you're saying. As far as transfer wealth, most black people think of businesses, think of brick and mortar.
Right.
And then some of us think about outside of entrepreneurial businesses, we think of network marketing. And we kind of
Yeah, network marketing is
necessarily been
spoken about.
exposed to other business models. Interestingly enough, all of the founders of the co-op were self-employed and had business.
Okay, so you all were self-employed before, so you know the importance of relying on yourself and making things work. Okay.
So we don't say, hey, you work for somebody, you're evil, bro. No, we understand that.
You said what? If you
He
work
said
for somebody,
evil.
what?
Those are streams of income. We all know what that is. That's
Right.
That's income. All right? Income is income, no matter where it comes from.
Right, that's true.
Now, to see use this entrepreneurial spirit among our brothers and sisters who are in the neighborhood, in the community. We don't want to make this some type of bourgeois, entrepreneurial, black people say, you got to have a master's degree to have a business started. So we want to give the spirit of entrepreneurship to the whole community. So as a brother on the corner,
Mhm.
and maybe have another option instead of doing that type of work. You know what I mean?
You guys want to give like basically some things you guys are working on right now as a wrap up, and then your contact information.
Oh man, we got some huge things happening in the co-op, even with it being so young. We have been getting a lot of support from our city officials. We already have shaken hands with the Board of Parks and Recreation to where they're actually going to open up parklands for us to start growing orchards and berry bushes.
Wow.
And so we've
great.
already shook hands on our first piece of land is going to be at the Satchel Paige baseball field. There's some land off to the west of that. That's going to be our first orchard. And a section of it facing the street is going to be open to the public for just folks who's hungry. Grab you some fruit off the tree.
Okay.
So we're going to be growing, fruit in all these different public lands. We 4530 Prospect is going to be our base. If you ever 4530 Prospect, that's where we're going to build our main farmers market. And what it's going to be, it's going to be kind of like your farmers market downtown, except it's going to be 365 all year round. You can come in there, and it'll double as a greenhouse / retail space. So you can actually go up in there, pick your food out by the roots, and buy it. And we'll be growing.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, we'll also
So
have.
you know it's fresh.
So you know it's fresh, okay?
So you know for sure.
Right, and we'll have and right adjacent to that, we'll have fish farm. That we'll be breeding. We'll be starting with tilapia, and then we'll have a vendor section out front to where all our members who might have their own farms or community gardens will be able to come, and we'll have our own farmers market right in the middle of the hood. So we're working on some really exciting things, and once this is successful, we're going to keep duplicating it, not just over and over here in Kansas City as many times as we can until we tap into 99% of that 99%. But we got people not just from other major cities.
I listed the 9 cities.
Not just the other cities that's already been reaching out to us. How can you bring this model to here? How can you bring it to Baltimore? How can you bring it to Detroit? But we have international people saying, man, this is what we need. Because see, it's one thing about building a business that's good for the community. It's another thing about bringing the community in to the business meetings and say, do you want to be a part of this? Do you want to get paid off of this? Let's be real. Well, this is about making money. This is huge. This is a multi-million and pretty soon a multi-billion-dollar industry. We got to eat. Why not feed ourselves? And why not make money off of it?
That's what's up. All right, Lamine, you also have a show on KUHW Tuesdays at 4:30. You have anything to add, sir, to close up?
Yeah, definitely. I wanted to say a lot of people what's doing and think it might be sometimes the industry and we're the streamers, but then probably close to 5 or 6 hours a week dedicated to working on the co-op, meeting with lawyers, and talking through how to make this a reality. So this is something that is very, and all of that is without remuneration. None of us pay for our work. And there's hundreds of brothers and sisters in our communities who do volunteer work. So I want to show them a lot of my love for brothers and sisters who do community work. Some brothers in our community who are different organizations. But we are just trying to do something. Like here right now, we want to leave something for our children.
Yeah, I hear your children hear kids in the background.
And we get this done. And the community has shown a lot of love, like Rosario said, a lot of love. We need more support. We need more brothers with different skills and talents to come forward. We've been reaching out and receiving an incredible amount of support. We just really want to give thanks to everyone. But even went to our website, our Facebook page, we just want to give love to them because they really help make this dream come true for our kids.
Okay. Thank you guys for coming on the show. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
And you are listening to the Cascade Media Hour, brought to you every Monday at 6 o'clock. You can find me on Facebook at facebook.com/ Serenity Speak. And of course, check out whatsupkansascity.net and cascadesports.tv and search us on Facebook and like our page. And tonight, Monday nights, you have one mic at the Juke that starts at 8 p.m. It's from 8 to 11. That's at 1700 East 18th Street. And then also on Mondays, they have Messy Mondays at the Riot Room, which is 4048 Broadway from 10 p.m. to 3 a.m. We're actually going to close out with another song by Reach. It's called Marco Polo. And once again, we're listening to the Cascade Media Hour. And make sure you tune back in next Monday at 6 o'clock. We're going to be talking about the election. I'm Serenity, reminding you to spit your piece. Thank you for listening.
I'm IFBB Bikini Pro Cat Williams, and when I'm not working out in the gym, I'm searching the web on Cascade Media and What's Up Kansas City. So make sure you check them out. I'm IFBB Bikini Pro Cat Williams, and when I'm not working out in the gym, I'm searching the web on Cascade Media and What's Up Kansas City. So make sure you check them out. I'm IFBB Bikini Pro Cat Williams, and when I'm not working out in the gym, I'm searching the web on Cascade Media and What's Up Kansas City. So make sure you check them out. I'm IFBB Bikini Pro Cat Williams, and when I'm not working out in the gym, I'm searching the web on Cascade Media and What's Up Kansas City. So make sure you check them out. I'm IFBB Bikini Pro Cat Williams, and when I'm not working out in the gym, I'm searching the web on Cascade Media and What's Up Kansas City. So make sure you check them out. I'm IFBB Bikini Pro Cat Williams, and when I'm not working out in the gym, I'm searching the web on Cascade Media and What's Up Kansas City. So make sure you check them out. I'm IFBB Bikini Pro Cat Williams, and when I'm not working out in the gym, I'm searching the web on Cascade Media and What's Up Kansas City. So make sure you check them out. I'm IFBB Bikini Pro Cat Williams, and when I'm not working out in the gym, I'm searching the web on Cascade Media and What's Up Kansas City. So make sure you check them out. I'm IFBB Bikini Pro Cat Williams, and when I'm not working out in the gym, I'm searching the web on Cascade Media and What's Up Kansas City. So make sure you check them out. I'm IFBB Bikini Pro Cat Williams, and when I'm not working out in the gym, I'm searching